Oh wait, I have to say, when idiots were trying to say that I curled my hair, did they see the little acting scene in 2017 or something? When I was trying to get Stephanie DeSalis arrested. No, don't curl my hair up. My hair's always been near black since I was a kid. The only time I've ever had blonde hair in my life was when I was like a 2-year-old, 3-year-old. That's the only time I've ever had straight hair as well, but you lose your baby hair. I don't understand how people don't get this. Let me explain it to morons out there. Well, hang on. I didn't technically set out to play a part of being mentally disabled or a window licker. It just went that way. I was trying to pretend that I was high on drugs. So I was channeling when I did the acting scenes from 2007. So I was trying to channel that acting scene that I did, and it didn't really backfire. Just some idiots took it the wrong way and thought that, oh no, he's mentally retarded. I'm like, oh god damn it, have I lost the ability to act? That was supposed to be drugs. I was supposed to be looking like I'm high on drugs. Anyway, so no. Anyway, hair's always been dark brown near black naturally. I used to put copper foils and blonde foils through it back years ago when I was a twink. So in 2006, I did it on my birthday. Hang on. Sorry, 2005, not 2006. 2005 for my 26th birthday. Don't get that confused. My 26th birthday in 2005, I had my hair chemically straightened again. That was by Anthony at Oak Hair. And I put highlights through my hair. I'm cooking soup while I'm trying to do this. And yeah, so, which it wasn't unusual. I used to always break it up because my hair is naturally just a block color of black. So I used to put highlights through it. I used to put copper, foils, chunks of blonde, highlights right through it, and then straight down straight. Sometimes it looked shit house when I had it straightened. Because this is my natural hair. So I get up every morning and used to brush it down straight my entire life, which then I love this because apparently my mother doesn't know that. I'm like, yeah, but it's my mother. My biological mother doesn't know anything. But if my grandmother Lola was alive, she goes, oh yeah, the bird's nest. Reg and Lola used to go, oh God, he wakes up with a bird's nest, like with his big buffy hair. And they used to go, oh God, you're going to put a comb for your bird's nest type thing. But that's what it naturally is. Frizzy, wavy hair. And it's actually it's actually black, dark brown near black. My pubes are black. There you go. Naturally. Never been any different. I had idiots. I've already said this. Shane Childs projected in my life. Daniel Rackley, my stepbrother. Here's where police got it wrong. So I'm there going, yeah, I do have a stepfather, ex-stepfather. Mark Rackley is my ex-stepfather. Mark Fleming is my father. Daniel Rackley is my ex-stepbrother. And it's like, wow, you people are dumb. I'm going to keep explaining it. So anyway, back to what I was saying with that shit. Just before I chew up the data to be able to, upload all this. So it was just playing a prank back on losers that already lied about me in 2015 and then in 2016. And it continues. It's like, man, these dickheads are just monitored, surveillanced. So I'm walking around like some fucking loser organisation that kept coming up to me, which is why they didn't think I had a green card to America. I'm like, this is where it started because I'm walking up to some social working idiot going, they're walking up to me. So they set out to harass my life. So I then smile ass back because it's something to do with my dog. I'm like, you're fucking morons. Seriously, some loser goes up to my dog. He's like, oh, it's a baby. I'm like, oh, that's right, because apparently I wanted a child, or I had a girlfriend that lost a child, or these weird stories. I'm like, oh God, where'd you get this from? It must have been my mum's drug-fucked, drunk niece or her mother or some shit. They're losers of people. I'm like, yeah, I've been gay my entire life. People who know me know that. I was out gay when I was a little kid. Run around, always been homosexual. Not bisexual. Never bisexual. I know who I am, so I'm not confused. I don't have personality disorder. So I find people that say they're bisexual, they have personality disorder. So my rule on this is like, oh, you're bisexual, that's personality disorder. You think that, so you've got that. You don't know who you are. I know who I am. Anyway, and yeah, that's just weird stuff. Anyway, so homosexual, but I was out. So this all started. Some idiots were like, "Oh, but wasn't he straight?" And describing other people, I'm like, you just described somebody completely different to myself, to me, because I actually did come out that I was gay in 1992. I did, literally. I'm just like, oh, people are talking about girlfriends and getting girlfriends. I'm like, man, I'm gay. Literally. And you can ask anyone who actually knew me, like Shane Hart, like anyone from my high school. Like, yeah, Justin's always been gay. Like, not, sorry, Justin Fleming, not Justin Pascoe, because here's another thing as well. In the last, this is weird. There was a guy in a year above me that's from Tamworth, and his brother went to the same high school. He had his like mousy, blondish brown hair. Justin Pascoe, and some idiots were contacting me, and I'm like, well, you just described Justin Pascoe to me, so you don't know me, and I'm like, yeah, I know who you're talking about because his brother went to the school. He went there, and I remember the school assembly when he sung that song, but I didn't sing that song. That's another guy. So don't do my hair. And literally, there's photos of me when I started high school in 1992 where I still had the mole on my nose here. Was removed there. You can still see the scar in 1992. My hair's black. I'm like, God, oh my God, you people are so fucking stupid. Anyway, and they are so fucking stupid. So I'm back around before I get off the subject here. So I was always gay, and I'm like, hang on. So you've got people coming up saying, oh no, but when did he come out that he was gay? I'm like, when I was like 12, but it was already known. So it wasn't this big deal. Like, it's like, oh, he officially come out that he was gay. Nobody, and that's the other thing, nobody was like, pressured me that, oh, you're gay or anything like this shit that was said in 2016 or 2017. It's like, no, man, but when you're going to surveillance me and I'm going to be a smartass and play pranks back on you for monitoring and surveillance, yeah, well, tough. Idiots. Like, what do you want? You're playing games with me, I'm playing games back, we're going to go around in a full circle and go to court, and you're going to be up for damages. There you go. So anyway, fucking morons. So there was that, and just why I'm watching my soup because this is cooked, so I'm going to end this. Anyway, so that was just weird. So anyway, so this fucking moron, Lavinia, and so I pretended I couldn't. Oh, I've got memory loss. Oh, I can't remember your name. What is it, Nana Ruby? Oh, Nana. Kid you fucking not. I played a prank back at these morons that were, well, basically playing games with me. So it's like, this is going around in circles. We're just playing games with each other, man. You're a fucking loser. So this year I was doing it. I was like, hi, Nana Ruby. She's like, oh, you dog. I'm like, yes. Because I'm trying to pretend like at this stage it's like some fucking idiot thinks I'm meant to say was. So I'm like, oh, yes. I always wanted a son. God gave me a dog instead. Oh, it was fucking hilarious. And I walked off just going, and even my ex-Geo goes, you've got to stop doing that because they think it's real. I'm like, they're fucking morons. Like, seriously. I'm like, wait. I'm shaking my left hand because it's close to the heart. Are you fucking morons? Like, seriously, these people are the biggest deadbeat morons you'd ever meet in your entire fucking life. And I'm walking off, going inside, like trying to keep, thank God for Screen Wise, because I'm going to say when I studied there in 2006, great acting techniques, because I tell you what, I had to keep my composure. So I'm there going, that fucking moron thought that was real. You fucking loser. Anyway, that's what went on. And yeah, so this is the other thing. I'm playing a prank on Mark Henner. In 2017, I've lost everything. So no, like this is a monologue script that I had written. If I actually go through my stuff, I might even find it. It's we had to take monologues from movies years ago and rewrite them, and that was actually from the 80s movie Arthur. So I've lost everything. I've looked under this, looked behind the sofa under the fridge, and I can't find it. I think. And so I reread that. Oh, it was fucking hilarious. It was perfect timing too. And I was like, no, these people are just so stupid. Because you're the one that got wrong information about me and I told you it's wrong. And I'm like, oh, well. And I even said, I'm like, you want to go tell these organisations? Like, oh, fuck off, man. You watch me play a prank back at the idiots. Oh, yeah, oh, God, I'm so... Oh, I can't go out without my dog. I'm going to be in tears. I'm so, actually, my dog has separation anxiety from me. which he does, and that's because when I brought him in the middle of his first knee surgery, and he's so attached. It's so weird. Like years later, I'm like, because I nursed him through his knee surgery. And I'm like, man, you gotta stop this. This is why people thought it meant to say, because he's so connected. I love it. He's so connected to me. But you know, that's the way you should be with your animals anyway, with your pets. But my sister's almost done, and but seriously, it was like, oh, you know, he has to, you know, all this stuff that was going on. I'm like, are you people morons? Like the other thing as well. So this Mark Hanna guy goes, oh, Jaws, why are you moving to America? I'm like, oh, fuck, are these people for real? Man, I spent years going through the green card process at the end of the time when I finished studying design. And, you know, I wasn't, and this is true. So when I actually accepted the green card, so my interview was back in August 2014. I'm telling you, it was not the best year for me. Oh my fucking God. You know, so in 2014, all the shit from being put under duress from my mother's family. And they're like, okay, so I'm at the US consulate in the MLC building and have my interview. And they're like, you've got to make an entry before the end of the year. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? I was just in America last year. Like, can't we go off that? So I was like, fucking hell, I've got all this shit going on. And my fucking mother's family aren't letting up. I'm like, okay, I'll leave it to the last minute. I left it to the end of December. I'm like, well, it's still within this year. Or 2014, if I still get there before New Year's Eve, it's still, you know. So I did, made the entry, got the green card secured. I was like, look, this is only a round trip, man. I was just here last year. I'm back and forth, going back to Sydney. Now I've got the green card. This is what I'm going to do. I've got some health problems I've got to tie off. Fix the chronic fatigue, because chronic fatigue is a nightmare to live with when you get it in your muscles. And that's a big problem for me, because it's my muscles that are fatigued. More than like, you know, I'll be awake and I'm like, I can't fucking move. It's the muscle fatigue. So it's muscle fatigue, which is lactate, whatever, in the muscles. Like when I used to go to the gym and it's this burning fatigue in the muscles. So there's that. I had to get up, done. And I was like, all right, once all this is closed off, plus I do want to return to Star Casino at the end of part salary payment, because I was mugged after work November 30th, 2007. Although my employment ran to October 2009, but I want to bridge that gap and say, well, I did return to my duties with that. Anyway, so I had everything in place to go, okay, make sure you recover from this, learn to maintain the injuries. So you've got shocking migraines, you have to find a way to fix those. I was like, all right, migraine injections. Because the medication was making me, I kid you not, migraine medication. You walk around like you're a fucking zombie. I don't know if anyone's suffered migraines like I have. I got bad migraines from when I was mugged from the hip back here, the disc at the back of the neck's compressed, and here to the eye. And you take the tablets, and I swear, like some days you were like, I feel like I'm drooling. Like it is just disgusting, the tablets for migraine medication, and then even the nasal sprays I used to have for them as well, not much better. It still just makes you lethargic and you can't do anything. But the injections, so I've had injections in my neck, although I'm going to say this, the ones I've had recently aren't working. I've had a shocking migraine where I could hardly talk this week. And even when I'm on the phone, I'm like, oh God, I don't want to talk anymore. This migraine's killing me. And it comes down here into my jaw, makes me vomit. So still, I've got to tell the doctor next month and say, you're going to have to up the dose for the injections because it's not working. I've had the injections in the past that have worked. So I was like, all right, how do you got to maintain your back, maintain your knee? Because that's like, let's talk about what's really damaged to you from when you were mugged. Okay, your damage to your left eye is not going to get better, but you've got glasses to wear, so that's going to help. So I do have damage to my left eye, and which is notable. If you can see the scar just there, my eye bounced out of the socket from the mugging. So there's that. You know, the discs bulge in the back of my neck, the disc in my back, the knee, migraines. All right, you're going to have to maintain this so you can focus back at Star Casino. Right, get everything put into place to focus on that so then you can return to work December 2017 with that. The other thing, all right, you've got chronic fatigue, other things, you have to put things in place to maintain this. All right, good. But now I've got the green card, I've got 10 years to worry about that because the green card's not up for renewal for 10 years, which means that brings you to December 2024. So you've got all this time to do what you want to do and slowly plan to move to America so you can live there permanently and, you know, do this the right way. Now, that's what I actually did start doing. So I was like, okay, Uncle Fred. So Leo Patrick Sayer, my great uncle, I've got his slide. Like the guy said, he's from Bellevue Hill. I've got fantastic slides of, my switched on, of Rose Bay and so forth, and photos back in during the war. I've got photos of the Second World War time when it was a military ground there in Rose Bay. And I've got that. So I've like, okay, exhibition, Uncle Fred stuff, exhibition of my artwork, go back to the design school like Emerald Design Centre where I studied design events illustration in 2009 and got a credit for my pass in a design wearable object. I also did Coca Republic that was affiliated with Emerald Design Centre TAFE College, so still part of TAFE College when they had a design school, and that was interior decoration for the interior design course. I was like, all right, you're going to have to go back and touch on that. So you're going to have to go back and touch on your design studies. Because if you think you haven't studied anything in design since 2010 was the last time, you haven't done any work in it, even cash in hand work since 2012 in design, and now, this is a couple of years later. So I was like, all right, so this is how I've planned it out. I've already got the green card now, don't have to worry about that. That's sitting there, fine. Go back to your design studies. You got return to work in 2017 December. That's going to work out. And everything will fall into place. You know how to maintain the physical injuries, done. And that's what it was. And then the problem with this was I got lied about in 2015. So all this was turned around. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So then I tried to do the move anyway without getting anything done like I was going to. It was like, well, it just fucked me up because I went after I was slandered and lied about, and some idiots had wrong information. That wrong information from Australia went to the US, and it's like, well, I'm fucked. As soon as I got there, I was like, are you kidding me? I'm fucked. And I started ringing solicitors and like, I need my credibility fixed. This isn't true. This is what's going on. And I spoke to an attorney in Hartford, Connecticut, and they're like, that's in Australia. We don't have jurisdiction. You're going to have to go back to Australia and sort it out. I'm like, great, it's going to cost me everything. Literally, I'm there going, well, I've got no choice because it's going to cost me everything. I can't live like this. So anyway, and that's what I did. So this goes on with where the bullshit went, how much scamming do these people really want to do. They still want to keep going down that path of trying to make things out about me that isn't true, because they've met their match with someone that's going to fight back and keep fighting back and going, well, eventually I've got plenty of evidence that I'm telling people the truth, and there's plenty of evidence that you keep trying to make me out to be a character person I'm not, which brings this into a fraud matter. So do you really want to sit in jail for 10 years for fraud? So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I said I'm going to end this when my soup's done. So soup's done. End this and upload.